So I thought the best way to start charging right into 2021 is to do a Remember Me. So if you want to find out what this week's picks are, stick around. So welcome back, everybody, and Happy New Year. Can you believe it? We actually finally made it through 2020. I don't know about you guys, but for me, New Year's Eve, I was so exhausted from 2020. I fell asleep around 10:30, and I didn't even care. I went to bed. I woke up. I'm like, is it over? Thank God. I had plans of walking outside and screaming out Jumanji, but I didn't. I just wanted to go to sleep. I was done. So anybody that's new to the channel or that hasn't seen this segment before, Remember Me is a segment that I'm trying to do where I'm taking books from earlier in the year, books that were hot, books that, were, as Reggie would put it, in the red ocean, and finding those ones that have calmed down, dropped off of people's radars that are still good investments. And this, I think, is a better time to jump on. And what I pick is one modern book, one copper/bronze age book, and one silver age book. And believe me, it's not easy to find a silver age book that has both calmed down and gone down in price that has potential for the future. But I try to do the best I can for you guys, because I love you. Okay, so without further ado, let's hit the list. Okay, first on the list, started hitting the top 10 last year in January, so a full year ago. New Avengers #7, first appearance of the Illuminati. Now, there was a lot of rumors last year that the Illuminati was going to be coming in to the MCU, and it made this book spike up like crazy. Raws were going for $35, and at the time there were no graded copies. I just think the book was too new to actually for them to have received them back. But since then, a lot of the talk has died down about the Illuminati. But if you follow the actual comic storylines that are in print form, going back for the last 20 years, and everything that the MCU is doing, I think that we really are eventually going to get the Illuminati in. One of the big things is they have to wait till they get the Fantastic Four, and they have to get Reed Richards. They have to get the Submariner. These are key members of the Illuminati. They have to get Professor Rex. I mean, you can't have a group of 7 when you only have 3 of them. You know what I mean? But this is still a great book, and it's dropped off of everybody's radar. Now, like I said, Raws were going for $35, and now they're down to $9 for a high New Mint Raw. Or I actually just saw a 9.8 sell for 102 or 102.50, 50 cents. Who cares? So that you don't have to take it in your to try to find that 9.8 for $100 roughly. You get a book that is first appearance of the Illuminati. I think that will be a good one in its own. Or pick up a few copies in the $9 range, $10 range. Make sure that they're good. Heck, pick up 3 copies, 4 copies. Stick them in your box. That's what this whole idea is for. Second on the list is our Bronze Copper Age book, and it's going to be Spider-Man #210, first appearance of Madam Web. I personally own 2 copies of this, and I bought them earlier in the year in Raw, so I got them when they were hotter than they needed to be, but not at the crazy point back in May. Back in May, 9.4s were going for $300, and I checked it again in October, and 9.4s were going for about $250, and I'm like, I didn't want to pull the trigger on that. Recommend it. But 12/28 copy sold for $131.50. There's the 50 cents. I knew there was a 50 cents somewhere on this list. Okay, so boy, do I get distracted. Butterfly. We are now down to almost 1/3 the price that they were back in May. Now, Madam Web, though, is still a very integral part of the Spider universe going, back decades. And a lot of people know her. And matter of fact, it's right there. I have 2 copies. They're both 9.2s. But that's fine. I'm not worried about number 4, number 6, 9.8. You can get whatever your copy you want. The bottom line is that nobody's focusing on this book. And this is a key, older Spider-Man book, first appearance of a key character. So if you can get a 9.4 for $131, why wouldn't you jump on that? Just the fact that Spider-Man alone, anything original Spider-Man, it's a 50-cent book, so I think it's going to put it somewhere around 1983, 82, whichever. We're still coming up on 40 years old. 40-year-old Spider-Man book in a near mint condition. You want to grab that. And I guarantee you that at some point, probably Disney Plus, when they start doing, Sony starts releasing their shows on Disney Plus, I think that's when you're going to see Madam Web. But at any point that they cast this character, this book is going to spike. Okay, like I said, hard to find Silver Age, but I think I got a real good one for you. Strange Tales number 151. Now, it's not a first appearance of anybody. It's not a key character of anybody, but it is the first artwork by Jim Steranko at Marvel. Think about that. The first book that he ever did at Marvel was this Strange Tales. Now, the reason it spiked last year was because CGC had announced they were going to be, since the whole world was closed, they were going to be doing an in-house signing with Jim Steranko. And people were snatching these books up like crazy. And it drove high-quality raws up to $50, which in itself is, if you can get a near-mint Silver Age Marvel book for $50, I'd go after that anytime, and twice on Sundays. But it went up to $50. Now, I just checked near mint, verified near mint copies that sold. I always do my sold listings, not what people asking. I want to know what they actually sell for, what the market dictates. December 12th, $26. They've dropped in half. Steranko, God willing, please, is not going to go anytime soon. He's still going to do more signings. And the next time he announces a signing, this book is going to shoot back up again. So you can either get this one with the intention of, flipping it when the time comes, or if you could pick up a real good near mint copy, or even splurge and go for, a higher grade than that, this is the book that you would send in for Steranko. He's 86 years old, if I'm not mistaken. So, hopefully he has many, many years left, but you don't know. Okay, and, to have a CGC yellow label with a Steranko on his first ever artwork at Marvel, I think that that's a pretty good investment. So what do you think of my picks this week? I try to do this every week and a half, 2 weeks, no more than 2 weeks, but it's just not that easy to find too many books due to our volatile market. But I'm trying to give you guys the best that I can. But if you enjoyed this, if you found this information great, good, okay even, smash that like button. If you think I made a fool of myself and you don't like the books, smash that like button anyway. I can take it. Just picture my face on the like button and you go, hey, hey, hey. Make sure you hit it an odd number of times, because if you hit it a second time, it turns it off. So, 1, 3, 5, whichever. Subscribe. Anything. We're getting really close to that 100 subscriber mark. Remember, if you want to be entered in it, you have to drop a comment into the comments below. Please, if you can, give me a constructive comment. Don't just go, hi. Okay? That's, I'm taking a lot of time and money and everything out of my time to try to get lighting and snowballs. I'm not doing any fundraisers or anything. I'm doing this myself because I really enjoy doing it, and I think that I'm beneficial to you guys. In the meantime, though, I'll try to keep coming out with the good content. Is there anything that you want to see, you let me know. This is Ohana Comics, and I'm saying I'm out.